Thank Skies for posting this on her channel when the X-Files drops the truth bomb. I saw this a while back. I wanted to post it, but hey, there's so much happening, and yeah, you see one thing and then you happen upon another website and boom, you know, well, that truth knocks out the truth that you just got before, and it's like overwhelming what we are living. You know, I never liked shows like Star Trek or X-Files. They were just too unreal for me. And yeah, I've been a kind of reality junkie, I guess. Nonfiction was my thing, you know, and all this reality that was fabricated or made up or, you know, fictitious, I just couldn't, you know, wrap my head around it. I couldn't really get into it because, hey, you know, that was just some made-up dream in somebody's head, and yeah, it became a movie or it became a book or whatever. It doesn't matter, because guess what? Oh, fiction becomes non-fiction. Everything here that they are saying in this 2-minute and 50-second video is the truth. But for this alien technology, yeah, too much evidence shows that the alien technology, the aliens, our military has technology. They can manifest holograms in the sky, and people think that they're seeing a UFO or alien spaceship. Those who were abducted, we all know that we have these electromagnetic frequencies that can create hallucinations and actually create for an individual like this dream state that they're in, making them believe that they've been abducted. There's a lot of evidence that this alien craze is just not happening. Will it be simulated? They can simulate an alien invasion easily, actually, but will it be an actual alien invasion? I do not believe so. So listen up. Very important information. You know, okay, when I encountered shows like the X-Files or Star Trek or whatever, that was at a time when that fiction was still fiction. Now, they've had this technology for a long time. So, did they roll it out for everybody to see? No. You know, there were pockets, I believe, areas on this planet in our country where they were experimenting or testing the technology to create, well, a whole lot of fiction turning nonfiction. Yes. Was it all over for all to see decades ago? No. So what we were listening to then, it wasn't a fiction, though still it hadn't manifested, but it was a nonfiction coming to us. Did I know that then? No. So I'm saying for those who come across these X-Files shows and they listen to this, today we are living what they are speaking. Very different realities that have manifested. You know, 2019, 2020 versus 1968, 1975, even 1980. Very different. But everything that you're going to hear is exactly what we are living.
Growing government lies as a matter of course, as a matter of policy. The Tuskegee experiments on black men in the 30s, Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine a government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war. To create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose. The corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
An alien invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in '47.
You can't say these things.
I'm going to say them tomorrow.
It's fear-mongering, claptrap isolationist techno-paranoia, so bogus and dangerous and stupid that it borders on treason. Saying these things would be incredibly irresponsible.
It's irresponsible not to say it.
Especially if it's the truth.
Yeah, well, it is the truth. And we can't deny it because we see Americans getting fatter and fatter. We see that there are more and more addicted to pharmaceuticals. The corporate takeover of the food supply has already happened. The genetically modified organisms taking over our food supply. The wars, the endless wars, the destruction of the Constitution. It's all happening. It's all in our face. And if people think that this is fiction because they live in their safe little bubble, having limited knowledge, that it doesn't matter what your knowledge base is. What matters is the truth. What matters is that you expand that knowledge and you look, you do research, you find out what's happening in this country, you find out what's happening in the world. You find out. And it is irresponsible not to say what is the truth. Very irresponsible. That is treason for all of us. Each and every one of us. Doesn't matter whether you took an oath of office or not to uphold that Constitution. It's an obligation we all had as citizens. Yeah, in an ideal world, I'd love to live without government, without a constitution, where each individual knew what was right and what was wrong, and they lived what was right. In that ideal world, we wouldn't have humans hurting and destroying other human beings or other beings on the planet. In that ideal world in which I think all of us would love to be living, unfortunately, that doesn't exist because the individuals need to do the work necessary where they are actually living those principles they speak, living that natural law which says, I do not behave in ways that harm other sentient beings. How many people do you know can live like that? And we are trapped in a system where it's very hard to live like that. But that is necessary. Without that, yeah, we do need some kind of structure that is protecting us. Yeah, we do need rules that people will follow. And unfortunately, you need to have some incentive for them to follow it. And, well, that incentive is, oh, I don't want to be in jail. I don't want to, because the human race is filled with people who will take advantage, who don't care about hurting other people or hurting other sentient beings. They don't care. They're out for themselves. And I don't like that because when you have more and more of these people existing, then you can't live. You can't live that ideal life. And you do need some kind of structure. You do need some kind of, governing body. God, I just can't stand what has manifested. I know that a lot of you can't stand it either. And there's no way to manifest anything differently unless the individual does the work necessary to get them to this level of consciousness where they are behaving in ways that does not harm or hurt anyone else, any other life. And how many people do you know who are working on themselves to be a better human being? Let me know how many you know, because I sure as hell don't know very many.